people still found a way to get offended. A couple of weeks ago, I randomly posted a thread, and within a day it went viral. It ended up getting over 1.2 million views. I was completely shocked. And what came after that, the messages, the emotions, the realizations, taught me way more than I expected. So in this video, I want to walk through with you what happened on Threads, the story behind the 1.2 million views, and everything that came with going viral. Hey everybody, I'm Sam and I'm an online counsellor for INFJs, empaths, gentle souls, neurodivergent people, and I also leave paper cranes in my community with little messages of hope to help spread a positive mental health message. Now, just some context about Threads before I go into the 1.2 million views. I just want to share with you the approach that I decided to take with Threads for my online therapy business. Now, I'm all over the place. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I have a website blog, and more recently I've been active on Threads. I've always been taught that if you want to grow in your business and grow online, then you need to niche down. And so that's what I've done. And honestly, it's been a really slow growth. I've been filming YouTube videos for just over 4 years now. I've only got 2,000 subscribers. Now, I'm grateful for those 2,000 subscribers, but considering I show up every week, it's not that many. So when it came to Threads, I was just in a place of complete exhaustion. I have been over this online game for a really long time. I have been feeling so boxed in, especially on YouTube with INFJs. And I decided that when I started on Threads that I was just going to have fun. I just wanted to have fun on Threads. I wanted to see it as a way to practice my creative writing. And so even though I'm very niched on YouTube and Instagram, and yes, I'm still niched on Threads, it's still like under the umbrella of Paper Crane of Hope, I just decided to throw all the rules out and just post whatever the heck I wanted to post. Sometimes it's to do with therapy, sometimes it's to do with paper cranes, sometimes it's for introverts, but a lot of the time it's just writing little stories that have happened in my life and my day and the encounters that I've had with people in my past, such as when I worked in homelessness. The thread that went viral, the thread that got the 1.2 million views, it was honestly just completely ridiculous. The story I wrote, I'm going to put it on the screen. You can pause it to read so you can see exactly what it was that I posted. Okay, you would have read that now and you would see that the thread had nothing to do with my business, had nothing to do with my niche. It was more personal, but it was very silly, and it was about accidentally eating a rotten avocado. I don't recommend doing that. I actually got really sick after that, and I ended up with a migraine the next day. I was quite sick for 2 weeks. I probably had food poisoning, I don't know. And yes, before you ask, how did I not know it was rotten? It was really bizarre, to be honest. It looked green, it looked normal. Obviously, I went viral over something ridiculous. Now, I laughed about it with my husband because I'm like, I have been showing up online for years. 4 years on YouTube, 9 years on Instagram, and I have never gone viral. I've had like little mini moments where some of my content might take off, but never to the degree that this thread took off, and I was completely surprised by it. I wrote the silly story, went to bed, felt sick, woke up to 500,000 views, and by the end of the day it was at 1 million views, and it just kept climbing. And quietly, I was freaking out. And I also had a migraine, so that might have been it too. Something that I learned about this, well, quite a few things that I learned. I saw that even with a silly little thread about rotten avocados, people still found a way to get offended. Now, when I've had mini moments of success with my online content, I have always been afraid of being cancelled, of getting it wrong, of offending people. And in the past, when I would get negative comments or trolls, I would completely go into my shell. I would freak out. I would sometimes hide the video, like make it private, and then I won't post for who knows how long. I am really grateful that it was just a silly story that went off like that, because to me, like, I am not going to get hurt. My feelings are not going to get hurt by trolls when it's about something so stupid. If it was more about my therapy business or about me as a person, even though some of it was jabs about me as a person, I would have found it a lot more difficult. But something I realized through this experience is that no matter what we write, no matter what we post, if it does start gaining traction, we will always offend people. There will always be someone that is butthurt. And I had people telling me that I must be a snob because, well, I don't know, avocados are $1 where I live. Like, yeah, I live in Queensland, Australia. It's pretty abundant here with avocados. Yeah, I had all sorts of comments like that of people just getting offended. It built the courage up in me to realize that even if I speak my truth, I am going to offend somebody. And so it's time for me to stop hiding, to stop being so fearful about what people are going to think or say, because there is still, no matter what it is, no matter how gentle you are, no matter how kind you be, no matter how much you write the stupidest little story, there will be somebody who gets angry at you. And that's okay. I am tired of hiding who I am. I am tired of showing my true personality. I am tired of hiding my light. I am tired of not speaking truths because of the fear of what people will say or do. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna do it anyway. All it took was me to write about an avocado and people got shitty about it. And that's okay. That is on them. It doesn't need to ruin my life or ruin my day. And so if they're gonna get mad about avocado, then I will talk more about mental health struggles, and about mental health services, because that matters. And it's a shame that it's the silly things that go off and not the things that actually matter, but that's okay. I needed to learn this lesson. The other thing, that the realization that I came across, is that no matter what, the algorithm will always be a mystery. For years and years and years now, I have been trying to play the algorithm game. I have been trying to behave. I've been trying to be the good girl. I've been trying to do what all of these social media experts tell you to do, which is to niche down, to do this, to do that, to write a hook, to blah, 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 blah. And I realized that none of that matters. My threads does not have like a proper niche, yet for some reason this thread went viral, and it makes no sense to me. I didn't really get many likes or comments or shares based on, like, in proportion to the views that I got. And so many people say that the more people like, comment or share your post, the more that post or thread or video is going to be viewed by others. But this just shows that doesn't make any sense, because I don't know why it got so much traction. I have no idea why Threads decided that this was like a popular story to share with over 1 million people. Like, it makes no sense to me. And on my YouTube, for example, and on my Instagram, I am so tired of playing the game. I am so tired of trying to get the right keywords and to get the right SEO on my descriptions. I will still try and do that, and obviously still like keep my niche and everything, but at the end of the day, like, doesn't really do anything. I don't think it does anything. I think it's just a fluke. When people go viral, I honestly think it's just a fluke and it means nothing. And for so many years, all I wanted was content to go viral. And now that one of my pieces of content did go viral, I realized, like, it means nothing. It actually just means nothing. And that's okay. And so it gives us permission, it gives me permission anyway, to post what I want to post, to share what I want to share, to talk more about things like depression, anxiety, whatever it is, and just share it, because it really doesn't matter. Who knows what is going to go off? Who knows what's going to go viral? And as for Threads, I will continue to use that platform as a way for me to express myself creatively and to have fun, because God, we need more fun in the world. I just don't think the rules and the game matters at the end of the day, because the algorithm will just like randomly choose something random and make that go off, and we won't know why or how or the point of it. I also realized that going viral, especially if you have a business, it doesn't necessarily equal success. With those 1.2 million views, I only got 2 followers from that thread. Like, it was pointless, and I know it was pointless. It was a pointless story. I've had other threads, other stories that is more related to my business that would give me like 50 new followers, and I might only have 1,000 views from it. And so I think sometimes we can get into a trap, and like, I certainly didn't mean for this avocado story to go viral, but I think sometimes as online content creators, we can get into this trap of desperately wanting our stuff to go viral because we think going viral will mean we get success. But it doesn't always equal success, and it's the other posts, the things that mean something to us, that is going to mean something to other people, and that's why they're going to follow us. So if you post a video and you only get 200 views, that's okay, because those 200 views can still bring you success, compared to maybe a video that brings 20,000 views, but that video is completely pointless and unrelated to who you are and to the people and clients that you're trying to attract and what you're trying to put out there into the world. So going viral, it didn't grow my business, it didn't grow my followers, it actually did nothing for me. But the thing that it did do for me is bring the confidence to stand up and speak my truth more, because people are going to get offended anyway. And I think I needed that experience of like something really silly and, in my opinion, stupid, to watch people get offended by that, for me to realize there are people out there that are just like going to hate you anyway. And that's okay. Not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. If you have any questions about what I've just talked about, or your own thoughts and comments about the algorithm going viral, what it means for you, I would love to hear what you think about that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.